Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendan Traxler.
The journey to build underwater habitats may take longer than I thought. And this is me reflecting not only, and I say that more of like a clickbaity type of thing, but honestly, I think it's true too. That when I started out on this journey decades ago now, obviously there wasn't much I could do early on. I didn't know anything. I just had this idea. But now, having been deep into it now for several years, and me sitting here reflecting on a year ago when I was at the Sea Lab event in Florida, where we were honoring the Sea Lab program and the aquanauts who were part of that. And in the midst was Fabian Cousteau. There was people from Deep. There was Oceaneering, and all these other ones trying to work on designing and building the future underwater. And there's so many people I think of that I talked to today in this field that have either dropped off and are no longer pursuing an underwater habitat platform or have become stagnant. You don't hear anything from them. They're not doing anything. I was speaking with, friend Martin, and one of the things is we feel like we're right, but maybe we're too early. And maybe, but I think more so than anything, we look at the Sea Lab program, and the Con Shelf and all these pioneering underwater habitats from 60 years ago. And it's one of those things where where are we at? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why don't we have anything more in there? Is there not a demand for it? I don't believe there's not a demand. It's all in how you sell it. It's a barrier based on cost, I think, more than anything, and not so much the desire. Because you see people who go to aquariums all the time that are, you can walk through the tubes and it's ooh and ah. And yes, it's a short period of time, but I think that people would pay to stay underwater if it was seamless, getting from land to the water, and cost effective enough. You look at places who can do that, the Morocco over in Maldives or wherever it is, and that cost, it's prohibitive for most people to come see it. So it's very much a high-end product and high-end thing to do, and that's not the goal of ASC. So the question still is why haven't we, whether it's investors, whether it's the focus hasn't been there, whether I'm not putting enough work into it. There's thousands of different questions that go through my head on an almost daily basis on why ASC or anybody else out there that's been trying to do this hasn't gotten where they need to be. And I always am going to put all the pressure on myself and feel like I am dropping the ball. But if it was just me, it'd be one thing, but it's not. And so it is one of those things where it's a labor of love. I'm not giving up. I'm continuing to do this as much as I can with as much knowledge and resources that I have. I'm very thankful that I have people like Adam and Babe who have been with me for a while with this, my family, stuff along those lines. But this is not only just a questioning episode here, like, yeah, what's going on, but more of a call to action type of thing, because we need people, whether that support us to help us out. And everybody has different skills. We have so many things that need to happen that just aren't happening and can't happen. And without dragging this out into this long podcast here of talking about failures and things that need help. It's again, it's just a call to, hey, if you got some skill sets and you can help, social media creation, contacting people. If you're a diver, I want to talk. It's all about getting out there, getting to these locations, starting to rub shoulders, network. We've got underwater intervention. We have DEMA coming up. Both these conventions coming up here in a few months. Lots going on. Talking with Babe the other day, 2025 has been a weird year. So we'll see what happens. But I just want to let people know that, even though we haven't been as vocal this year or talking about as much stuff, it's been, like Babe said, a weird year, but not one where I'm by any means throwing in the towel. And ASC is continuing to move forward. We're continuing to venture to do this. And yeah, I'm thankful for everybody that's along for this journey, because it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a long one. And it's going to be a roller coaster of a ride. So hang in there. Follow us on our social medias. Check out the website, all type of stuff. Join the Discord, or better yet, join the Patreon. You can do it for free. Let's build this community. Let's chat. Let's find some people that can help make ASC the synonymous with manned underwater habitats. And that's my goal.